Having been in the ecosystem, clearly have been fortunate to see the trend lines very very closely. And of course, a lot of this has been made possible by a lot of infrastructure that backs, I think, the startup rails. Um, I know. The entire startup story is still very young, right? And we know that while it may seem like that these are game-changing startups, which they are, but their overall contribution to our economy is still relatively small. I know these are new companies which have grown massively, have massive impact thanks to technology and their business model innovations, but visualize for us a little bit uh, sectors which stand to be disrupted in the next 5 years. Particularly, I'm sure you see it at a policy level, and also as somebody who works very closely with startups. The reason I'm asking this question is, look, I think we're still a massively populated country with the need for jobs, and I know that some of these startups have solved for jobs and employment at one level, but I think there is a massive amount of flux both in full-time employment as well as I think how work gets done. So I know India is grappling with, labor laws that were written 200 years ago in a very different environment, and we still end up using them for companies that are possibly building the future. So horizon gaze for us a little bit. What do you think is the disruption we're going to see, and what is the impact it's going to have on livelihood?
Very right to say that, it's in India, the startup ecosystem is still very nascent, right? We have seen in 2016 only the government came with the support, even though the ecosystem and players like yourself were there for decades and trying to build this. But one, the push from the government came in 2016 through a dedicated policy. Now, what we have seen over the past 5 years, and giving you economic numbers on how startups have contributed, is that while we have over 50,000 startups as of today, and we actually, an year back, we estimated that we'll hit the 50,000 number by 2025. But thanks to, the spread, thanks to the IPOs by startups, thanks to the rising number of unicorns, I think startups today are a household name. Parents are not scared to let their children leave hefty paying jobs and start on their own. So one, I think it's the mindset change that is happening. Second, with this 50,000 startups, about 5.5 lakh jobs have been created, and this is the total number of direct jobs that have been reported. If you look at the indirect number, the NASSCOM estimates that it would be anywhere around 3x of this. So, in terms of job creation, this was the vision from the government side as well, that we want to create a new class of job creators than job seekers, and we are, a step closer towards that goal, because we now see startups coming, from different parts of the cities and towns. When I started, the major startups hub were Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore. While they still continue to be, but we have a flourishing ecosystem coming from Telangana, coming from Gujarat, coming from Jaipur, and coming from a lot of these places. In fact, 45% of our startups are based from tier 2 and tier 3 cities, right? So that's the impact. When you look at the tech disruptors as well, I know about 60% of the Fortune 500 companies that existed about 2 decades ago do not even exist now. And that's because either they fail to disrupt or look at the driving changes. So, there was a research that startups are able to, produce 3x cheaper and 5x faster than an in-house R&D. And that's very evident with the corporates coming to us saying that I really want to, look at these innovations or achieve at problem solving. So I think the next big economic contribution by startups would be the tech disruptors and helping companies survive.